Good afternoon, happy people on the internet. It is me, Urban Pirates. How the bloody hell are you? Right, so back to some of this shit. We did the Daily Race Showdown last night for Black Flag, as you know. Well, you may not know, but I'm telling you now, that's what we did. And I learned some stuff. I learned that sometimes the cars just like to randomly reset themselves to any traction control level they deem fit, which is one thing. But I also noticed a couple of things people were doing and stuff. So I'm going to try it anyway. Who knows? It could be horribly, horribly wrong. Probably will go horribly, horribly wrong. Who knows? Right. The other thing that irks me is this. I've been on that top 10 list of my friends all week, and now I'm not, and that irks me. So I've got to get below 33.5 to get back on that list. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the aim. So 33.6 is my current time. My aim is to get it in the low 33s. There are a couple of people out there that seem to think I can get 32. Those people are fucking delusional wank puffins. No, who knows? Who knows? We're going to give it a whack and see. I want to see how we get on in terms of track positioning as well. Top three is becoming a little bit further away. Obviously, the higher up I move in that C ranking. But do you know what? I'm not averse to making a B rank again. But the problem with B rank is obviously then I've got to race against people I just don't stand a hope of beating. So we'll see. It may be that next week I spend the entire week just dropping myself back down to a more reasonable level. Right, so shall we? What we got left? 6 minutes. I'm gonna stick a qualifying lap in, and we see how we go. I've checked with traction control already, so I know that's working. I did a couple of cockpit views yesterday, which was interesting. Oh, I didn't put my pedals back where they belong. They are now back where they belong. Short shift, short shift, short shift is the order of the day. The only time I've seen anyone rev it out was in 5th gear towards the final corner, but everyone was doing that yesterday, so I'm going to do it today and see how it works. It doesn't sound as quick, but I think it actually might be. I want to bring that up for the time being. I'll bring the radar up when we get to racing, of course, because the idiots are out there. So a lot of people do third through there. I don't like it. I don't like third through there. It feels slower. .33.7 though, straight off the bat. So let's stick with it. This is where I get brave, you see. I'm a little bit up on my ghost and I start to get a little bit brave and it goes wrong. Lost a bit of time there, but I am up, which is always good. No, fuck that up. Got a little bit too brave on the loud pedal there, so I copped that up. But sector 1 was much better. So if I can dial it in, I don't even know what my optimum is. I've never actually looked all week. I haven't looked at what the optimum is. I feel more comfortable doing that than I do going around in third. Just feel I get slightly better rotation in second. Could probably carry even more speed through there, you know. I need to get one lap where I've dialed absolutely everything in perfectly, and it's just not. It's kind of eluding me at the moment, which is annoying. I need to carry more speed through there for this early switch up to third to work. We're going to lose loads of time here now because, yeah, well, you can see. There is my ghost. We'll see if I can gain something on the final corner. Maybe do myself under braking. Not far off. Not far off at all. I haven't even got time for one more lap. Unless I can do a 122, I'm not going to beat it. But I just want to see if I'm up anyway. I need to capitalise on that extra time I gained through there. Got that wrong. I was trying to go in really, really hot then. Yay, I'm winning! Would you give me a penalty now, even though clearly I've lost out? See, this is where the penalty system's stupid. I've balls up, yep, and I've gone off track, yep, but actually, I'm getting a penalty. I've lost time. I haven't gained any time there. So maybe that's something that the algorithm needs to look at. I mean, it can't be hard. You could delay the decision a little bit longer. It doesn't have to be as quick because, you know, the race is the race. So if there is a penalty to be had, take a bit more time. Just look at the lap time. Look at where I would have been in a previous lap. And, you know, if you happen to be on a much, much faster lap and then that's the case, well, sod it. Everything's got its flaws, but getting half a second penalty there when you've already been penalised for being off track just seems counterproductive to me. Okay, still that 33.6 eludes me. Still haven't actually watched back that replay. Maybe I'll do that. In fact, I might do that in between races if I've got time, because I don't know how I fucking did it. Right, my 33.6 is not giving me a great quality time, a great quality place, but it is a B C lobby. Now this really fucking annoys me, right? So when you're on the cusp of BC, look at the state of the safety rating. They're all B's and all B's, apart from a couple of S's and an A. So essentially, for me to get into B now, I've got to avoid all these fucking idiots that can't drive. It shouldn't happen. If you are B rated on your safety rating, you race with nobody but other B rated people. Full stop. If you can't get a lobby, tough. Shouldn't crash or deliberately crash into B, because that's how you drop. You don't drop to B by making the odd mistake. You drop to B because you spend your time smashing people off the track. I can see how you could drop to A if you have a particularly bad race, but anything below A, you have been deliberately smashing your way through. So that is basically, I think, what's going to happen here. It's just going to be a massive crash fest. We'll soon find out. If it is, do you know what? I'm not gonna succumb to it. I know there's some people who go, just get some revenge. Why? Why should I lower myself to the level of people whose sole intention is to ruin the experience of everybody else? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Right, let's go. I'm definitely going to need that now, aren't I? I'm on the inside as well. Ugh. I think this might be the furthest back I've started. To be fair, normally after lap one, there's a few occasions after lap one I've ended up back here. Right, it's all going to go off into turn one. You can tell by the SR rating. So let's just take it easy. Stay on the inside. Oh, couldn't, because someone's trying to shove their way up the inside, even though there was no space to do so. Right, up to 8th. Can I hang on? The thing is, I need to avoid all of the idiots. If I can avoid the idiots, I'll be alright. So the one thing about being in a lobby like this is that if they all crash each other out, there is a potential top 3 in it for me. So if I can just avoid not getting hit and they all smash into each other, there is a potential. Right, but it's 13 laps. It's a long race. Let's start doing all the right things. Look at that. Look at me making overtakes and shit. Didn't change up though. We're going to get a little push to pass here. I'd rather let off and let him through than risk being chucked out onto that left-hand side, which fully looked like his intention. Nearly. Creeping back into my old habits already from this week, when I fully intended on changing things, didn't I? A little bit further back than I was last time. Well, I really need to work on my exit speed out of that final corner. I'm clearly losing out there. Clearly losing out. Not going to pit yet. I'm going to hang on for a bit. $35.5. I need to be in the 34s on a consistent basis. If I can do qualifying times of 33s, I've got to be racing in the 34s. I don't have to save tyres off fuel. That's a penalty, I think. I think, yeah, I wasn't wrong. It was a penalty. That's another thing I've got to stop doing, is silly errors like that. I did try this. I saw someone do that yesterday. He's just quickly flick it down to second as they're going around the corner to avoid that penalty. I'm not sure I like it though. Stay in the slipstream as long as possible. I'm going to be losing out here. And drop it back down to fourth as soon as I hit the penalty line. Or maybe I don't need to. No, I don't really need to. Few people have pit, which is why I'm up to fourth, so I'm not putting too much stock in that at this stage. Too early to pit yet. I'm looking at where I'd come out and I don't like it. Oh, did I get away with that? Don't know. I think I'm alright there. That was a better exit. Can I get this done before the braking zone? That'd be ideal. Certainly looks that way. Oh, we've got one of them, have we? I'm tempted just to keep going at the end there, just to teach him a fucking lesson. Yeah, we definitely have one of those. What an absolute fucking tosser. Pearl. He's Irish as well. Normally the Irish are nice people. This one clearly isn't. He had too much fucking Guinness, that's what it is. He's probably not really Irish. So, this guy's clearly demonstrating what he's about. So the question is, how do I beat this guy now? I know that if I try and go past him, he's going to do silly things and try and force me to crash or cause an accident. He's not going to let me get past him. So what do we do in this situation? Now, there's the little piece of me at the back of my mind saying, fuck it, Andy, ram him. But then that would make me a hypocrite. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. Then there's the other part of me that thinks, well, you know, just go for it anyway. What happens, happens. If he crashes you out, he crashes you out. It is what it is. But I don't want to crash either. But I suppose that's the difference between the guys that win races and the guys that don't win races, like me, is that I'm not prepared to do whatever it takes to win. I'd much rather go, okay, look, I've got third, podium's all right, I'm happy with that, than crash trying to get second. But maybe that's the kind of oomph or the aggression I need in this situation. But I'm gonna hold on. I'm not gonna push too hard at the moment. I know what this guy's about. He's clearly marked his card. He's told me what he's about now. He's made it clear that he doesn't play fair. So it allows me to make decisions. Now, I can do it through pit stop. But that obviously relies on him having a bad in lap, me having a great out lap, and, you know, other factors as well, of course. Like me not spinning the car on turn one. I don't know, is the honest answer. I don't know. I don't know why I changed up to fifth there, because it just completely ruined my rhythm. Answers on a postcard. What to do? Well, I mean, to be fair, if I want to do anything, I've got to catch him again first, because the gap's just opening up a bit. But I'm just dropping off the pace a little bit this lap. I've got into those 34s, but I think I've dropped back into the 35s this lap. Do I pit? I think I might, you know. Yeah, I'm going to pit. It might not benefit me in any way. Like, I'm going to lose a couple of places, obviously, because I've got pit. I know he hasn't, so there's always that. Don't change, don't refuel. Don't know. I'm torn because, yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? You know something bad's going to happen, but you can't just not go for it, right? I'm right in thinking, aren't I, that, you know, even though I know it's probably going to go badly, I've got to try. Right, so I'm back out in 8th. It's much better than my qualifying position, so not complaining in that respect. Don't know why I changed up there either. So, first job, trying to catch up Le Michier. Well, that all kinds of wrong. Actually, my first job isn't to catch up to Lamici, it's to make a gap to Zekadelic. Look, I'm sandwiched between two Germans. Usually, you have to go to Amsterdam and pay a lot of money for that kind of thing. Pat Tap going in from the lead. Ironically, Pearl is Irish, and first has got the name you'd expect an Irishman to have. Come on, I'm not doing the basics right again. Oh, that is taking the piss with track limits there. Taking the piss, but getting away with. Yeah, I'm gaining on Pat Otak. I suppose that's what he'd be called, the Irishman he called if he was Pat Attack. Obviously he's not, he's French. That's the tricolour. It's a little bit wide there. I was trying to get as wide as possible to make it easier to swing in, but a little bit wider than I probably should have done. 34.3, that's my fastest lap so far. Compared to a 32.8. That's just not going to happen for me, is it? 32.8. Oh, yeah, flag. Please be the Angry Irishman. That's probably not. Yeah, because that's a fucking overtaking spot. You absolute fucking knobhead. And I get a fucking penalty for this fucking prick ramming me off. Oops. That's a shame, isn't it? Come on, Andy. Don't fucking result in their fucking games. See, that's the problem, of course, with Peter when I did, is I end up around this fucking big gaggle of B and C rated fucking safety ratings. Yeah, so on the cusp of B and C lobbies, this is where it really is just a fuckfest of absolute wankers. If there is a big fat fucking lonely 40-year-old tosser when he's not masturbating in his mum's fucking basement, he's playing Gran Turismo, this is where you find it, folks. His Dungeons and Dragons group are far too busy to talk to him. Mostly because he's fat and he stinks. But, yeah. Right, calm down, Andy. You're getting stressed because of a fucking wanky little German prick. I know some very nice Germans. Fortunately, he's not one of them. I can't believe I got dragged down to their fucking level. Race fair, man. What's wrong with you people? I don't get it. I'm just beginning to think that maybe I need to be just as aggressive as these people. That actually screw having a safety rating. Screw being courteous and giving respect and leaving room. Just drive like you don't give a shit. You know, we're not fighting for a world fucking championship here. Okay, Pearl's in the pits. To be sure. He's another one as well. To be fair, he's not as bad as what these were doing. I mean, he was just, he was defending aggressively, shall we say. Got that wrong. See, I'm driving angry now, and it's causing problems for me. Right, come on, Andy. You've got 3 laps left, 2.5 laps left. Stop driving like a fucking cock. Don't let these idiots get to you. Just fucking have a go. It was a really good move. Can't really fault that. Came from really far back though. The thing is, I watched a couple of guys yesterday racing here, and their braking zone there, they're braking so much later than I am, and I can't work out why. Do you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. These people are doing it without getting penalties, so how the fuck are they doing it? I'm actually speechless. I'm actually fucking speechless. Do you know, I've literally a couple of corners before, I'm praising the guy on his fucking overtake. I mean, yeah, I know he can't hear me. And then, because he can't fucking handle the fact I was taking the position back, he does that, and I don't get it. I can't bring myself down to this fucking level. But in saying that, I mean, there is the argument to be had, and I'm going to have this argument right now, is that if they are happy to drive like that, then you're not actually ruining their race if you do it back to them, because that's the way that they're prepared to drive. That's the way they want to drive. That's the kind of race they want to have. See what that is? That's fucking instant karma, you big fat slag. I'm so tempted. So fucking tempted. Instant karma, bitch. I need like a little thing I'll put in the back window, right? It just goes, ha ha. Thing is, that kind of behaviour isn't restricted to drivers of our level. In A plus quality, S quality drivers, I've seen them push to pass in overtakes in championship races and get away with it, and blatantly get away with it. Yeah. Well, 9th in the end. And the thing is, the guy that was in the lead and just pit, he's only just ahead of me, so didn't really benefit from staying out much longer. Zekadelic's the fucking knobhead, he's in 5th. Pearl, the Irish guy. Had I not had those little touchy-touchies, in fact, if I had the opportunity to get past Pearl, I could have possibly been up there, so who knows? Who knows what could have happened? But that was fucking awful. Makes me want to spit in somebody's eye. Oh look, another ticket I'm not going to open. I'm going to save them up for a long time, and then kind of treat myself. Maybe, I don't know, Christmas or something. Okie dokie, job done. Where was I in the end? 8th, wasn't it? 9th. Moving on. Moving swiftly on. I'm going to skip Collie this time. I'm going to go for a wee wee. Yeah, I'm going to skip Collie. Back in a couple of minutes. Back in the room. Turn that off. That is the new. That's if you like that song, that's Dopamine by Swarm Six. My brain just went frazzled then. I was trying to read the post on Facebook at the same time. I've got a little story about Facebook, which we'll talk. I'll do in the next break. which is quite funny, actually, incredibly funny. Yeah, so, yeah, that didn't go too well that last race, did it? A lot of crazy drivers, shall we say, out in force. And to be fair, it's my own fault, and I was just like thinking to myself when I was grabbing a drink that, well, sorry, having a wee. I completely forgot to grab a drink, I ain't got time now. How I kind of making it hard for myself by not just keeping my head and getting on with it. I'm getting far too stressed about things completely out of my control. It's annoying, of course it's fucking annoying, but I shouldn't be letting that stuff bother me, man. I mean, those of you that know me know I'm pretty laid back anyway, so I shouldn't be getting annoyed about. I think it's because I refuse to go down that road. I just don't think it's a conducive way to operate. But maybe that's why I'm not one of the top drivers. Who knows? Anyway, let's go again. Let's see where I've qualified. Maybe I lost a bit of DR. Well, I didn't lose that much DR because I finished pretty high up. This is the other problem, of course, as well, is that the more B drivers there are, there's a lot more S drivers there. That's a foreign Capitan up the front there. Yeah, the more B drivers there are, the more DR I'm going to gain, even if I fall further down, as long as they're behind me. I think I understand how the DR works now. Essentially, everyone, you go in with your DR and you lose X amount, you gain X amount over people slower than you, and you lose X amount for everybody ahead of you faster than you. And then it's kind of added up for everybody. It's quite a clever system, to be fair. But, yeah, we'll see. Right, 11th on the grid. So, again, mixed up. I think this time, if I don't make a little leap forward, I'm going to pit first lap, get it out of the way, and then it is just pure racing then. Because I think pitting either end is probably the better idea. I think pitting in the middle, I think I've had worst, apart from my third the other day, I've had most of my, third yesterday was in fact, everything's just gone a little bit Pete Tong when you pit halfway through. Right, anyway, let's do this. Of course we need that. Foot on the brake this time, idiot. Don't release too early. Keep it tight into turn one. Don't hit anybody, which I don't do generally. No one's directly behind me. Everyone's going to the outside. Let them do that. I'll stay here on the inside. Brake a little earlier. Take it a little bit tighter. Bloody hell. How did he do that? Kudos to him. The thing is, well, that's the thing, I go slowly to avoid accidents, and the people behind me don't actually care if there's an accident. They'll just go for the gap anyway. All this jostling for position. I think my traction control has turned itself back up again. Why? Why, you fucking arsehole? Yeah, it has. Don't understand why it does that. Did that to me yesterday. It cost me loads right at first gear. I don't know why I'm going to first gear. Right, let's get back. I'm going to go in the pits this lap. That traction control thing. Right, listen, anyone from PD ever sees this, right, seriously, get a fucking grip, right? If I've set a car up a certain way and I do another race straight afterwards, I want the car set up exactly the same fucking way. It doesn't need to change. You don't need to have some kind of crazy thing by stick. Oh, watch him as he's coming. He's ghosting some, all right. Yeah, I don't need some magic change to the settings. If I want to change it, I'll change it my fucking self. I shouldn't have to change. I look at my settings every single time for every race. Don't change, don't refuel. I just literally did a little fucking spiel about not getting angry, and straight away, what did I do? I got angry. That foreign Capitan in 12th in the pits. I think he's ahead of me. Or is he behind me? I think he must be ahead of me because he's 12th. Is the one with the really, really bad SR. So he is ahead of me. So at some stage, I'm going to have to encounter him on the racetrack. Right, so plumb last. So everything from this point is an improvement, right? There's one. One down, or two. Two down, 12 to go. A little bit early changing up there, I think. I've got. I think I'm going to have to spend some time with somebody teaching me how to get that accurately, the right way to do that, because there must be a skill to it. Oh look, ice cream van in my street. And I bet none of my children are here. Well, none of the ones that are going to ask me for ice cream anyway. They've gone to a soft play this afternoon. Somewhere I have no intention of ever visiting. If I can help it, of course. Because I'm acutely aware at some point I might have to take a child to soft play. Right, get you rhythm, Andy. Let's get going. Gap to close is 3 seconds. This car is great fun to drive though, to be fair. Just wish I was better at it. Well, actually, the thing is, if I was better at it, I might never have become a broadcaster. So I suppose there's that. Because obviously I started broadcasting, so basically because I wanted to stick around doing this, but knew I wasn't very good and I couldn't race. So I thought, well, how can I stay involved with this without having to be last every time? A couple in the pits, that's going to be a position or two gained. Well, I need to do everything I was doing in quali beforehand. Just doing the gearing, just concentrating on it. Muscle memory, man, muscle memory. Don't revert back to my shitty old style of driving just because something's gone wrong. Feels better like that if I give it a little bit coming out in second and then change up. I should be up here. 135.3. Well, I can get in the 34, so I should be disappointed with 135.3, but well, so I'm closing on these two, so this puts me in the top 10. I'll get past these two on the racetrack. That's top 8. All of a sudden it's looking less shit than it was at the end of lap 1. They're the two corners I struggle with most consistently. That one just gone, and the final corner. Everywhere else, I think I've pretty much got a decent line through there. Okay, so that's, someone's gone crashing. Can't buy that there, mate. $34.2. He's gone all kinds of wrong. Oh. You have no idea. I just let out a little squeaky squeak from my butthole then. Because, yeah, I think just how badly the day's been going, that's a penalty. Just with how badly the day's been going. Well, not a penalty. Surprised about that. I've gone less over the line there previously and got a penalty. Right, ease off the racetrack. Unsafe re-entry. Wow, well, up to 6th. I don't know how quick the guys are behind me, so I'm not going to, you know, it could be that some of those guys have gone off. They're 2 seconds a lap faster. I'm not going to be up here for very long, am I? But 34.2 last lap, I'm all right with that. That's the kind of pace I'd like to be doing on a regular. Stay ghosted, baby, stay ghosted, and he did. $36.0. I did have a little moment. Very impatient, this guy, isn't he? If you're quicker than me, the opportunity will come, my friend. Loses his back end a bit trying to stay with me, and that just gives me a little bit of a breather. He's in my slip, so he's going to get a little bit of help. He's got a ghosty. What are you doing, you fucking knob? Oh, just a little bit late in the braking zone there. I'm still thinking about that guy that ghosted in front of me. Oh! Punt City, that was. Deserved to lose that place though. I absolutely fucked up the final corner. I don't know why I left it so late to brake. I was sort of constantly thinking about what had just happened, getting that past that guy, and the guy behind me having a little look up the inside, and I didn't keep my composure by any stretch of the imagination. Look at these two. Oh, you cunt! You absolute cunt! What the fuck is going on? Let's try to get out of the way while he's fucking with. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Holy fucking shit. Well, I am actually genuinely speechless now. What the actual fuck was that? What the actual fuck was that? Clearly they're out in force today. I'm not doing any more of this shit. Not while these wankers are out. That was Bone. Was it Bone? I can't even fucking tell now. What an absolute fucking wanker. Well, whatever hopes I had of making top 6 are over, because if I do get further up there, that fucking prick's still there. It's absolute carnage. I thought while he was battling with the other guy from the left hand side, I might be able to sneak on through, but clearly that's not the case. He clearly had other plans. Right, still going off here. I'm faster than all of these. Go on, nudge him into him. It's all of them. It's all of them. Oh, come on, I need to find a way through, Andy. Find a way. You find a way through. This is actually a decent finish. If you can get past this carnage, this is not a bad finish. Still a few laps to go. I kind of need them all to just push each other off, and then we'll deal with it later. But we've got 2 cars back behind now as well. What the hell is that? Oh, it is just absolute carnage now, isn't it? Oh, it's Patrick. Hello, Patrick. It's not Patrick, but he's using the same livery as Patrick was yesterday. Surely there's got to be a penalty or 2 handed out here, no? Yeah, he's got one. Woo! That was mental. He's got one as well. So those 2 yellow cars, penalties. Right, those 2 out of the way. That blue car up ahead's involved in that shit as well. And we know that foreign capital likes a little bit of a... Oh, there we go again. It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's these 2 again. These 2 yellow cars. So it's that MO geezer. Oh, fuck off! You little green prick. You know what I'm doing this afternoon? Instead of racing, I'm going to do some video editing and fucking shame these absolute fucking wankers. I don't understand what pleasure these guys get out of ruining other people's races. They're going to be thinking, do you know what, it might be alright, it might make it. Have I offended you by shagging your mum or something? Maybe that's it. Maybe I fucked his mum and he doesn't like it. Maybe I'm his dad. Right. Do you know what? Let's keep going. I might catch him up again soon. I'll let someone else they've killed right there. Wow. Just wow. Right, let's see if we can salvage anything from this. Here's the irony, right? They're not even rubbish. They're actually quite quick. So, if they put their mind to it and just raced, I reckon they'd be up there racing with the big boys. But clearly their aim is not to do that. It's just to disrupt. Disrupt and cause offence. The people I feel for, I'm lucky enough that I get several hours to be able to do this. Some weeks more than others, right? So I'm lucky enough that I'm in a position work-wise where I can do that, right? Think about the people who maybe only get a couple of hours of an evening, maybe an hour, and want to come and do this. You look across the forums at people who only do single-player racing, and you quit there and they say, "Oh, there's nothing else to do. I'm bored." It's just league racing. They say, "No, I'm not interested," because this is what they experience of online racing. This is the experience they get of racing people online, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to see any more of it. And maybe that's something that I think PD needs to clamp down on. Is to find a way that these repeat offenders that do this on a deliberate basis get banned. Because look, they're hanging around. They've been hanging around here. They could pace-wise kick on to the people ahead, but they're not. They're hanging around and waiting for people so they can destroy their race. It's the pair of them. Right, I've managed to dodge them. How the fuck am I back? Do you know, the only reason that I've made it to 6th is because they're targeting everybody. Right, one more lap after this. Fuck me if I've got some fucking footage to put together for that. That's insane. That was actually mental. Genuinely crazy. That is the way. I've seen some bad behaviour in lobbies. That is genuinely in one lobby. It is genuinely. It's worse than the guy I saw the other day. This is genuinely the worst behaviour I've seen in a lobby from anybody. And you wonder if it's one or two. You go, okay, look, clearly you've got mental health problems. But and I don't mean like when I say good kind, like no mental health problems, good. But, I mean, like, they're touched in the fucking head. I don't know. I don't get it. I want to take back what I said about mental health problems. That's not fair to people who have mental health problems to be banded in with people just like that. It's not a mental health problem. They're just fucking idiots. Absolute fucking circus clowns. So I am incredibly pleased with 6th, considering what's gone on. Pace-wise, when I have been allowed to race, it's not been too bad. I suppose I've lucked out a little bit because of the absolute carnage those two idiots have caused. But they're not. The thing is, they're not super slow, which is why I don't understand the behaviour. You've got to bear in mind they had a penalty behind me. They caught me up within a few corners, and they've been clearly racing in that kind of pace. But they're spending their time just hurting other people's races. Nearly fucked that up then. Let's just let off the accelerator a little bit. So, 6th. Take that. Wow. After that, 6th place seems like a fucking dream. An absolute dream. So that is Mo1241. That's not his real account, clearly. And Klonsmansky. So we've got the German and the Spaniard, both B and B. And then you've got the foreign capital in the middle, who's a B and C. So they're B-rated drivers, which means they've got a little bit about them. But they're B and C rated sportsmanship, which means they literally do not give a fuck. Wow. Just fucking wow. Save replay. That was a close one, was it? Do you think? Klausman's calling him an idiot. He was involved. You were just as bad as him. Klausman's or whatever your name is. So don't be chucking it all on him, you absolute fucking knob. And you, foreign captain, or capitan, and Dorks. Was Dorks involved in that then? It looks like they're friends. Anyway. That wasn't fun. One more? Fuck it, one more. One more, and well, then we'll see if it's an anomaly. If it was just those couple of lobbies. I'm going to try a car settings. So that's not in there, is it? Let's enter. I'm going to do a quali lap. Woo! Let's put my fan on. That was thirsty world. That was not fun, people. That was not fun. Settings. This is settings. Good. See, it's on one now. Don't know, but I'll check it in the race, of course. Yeah, I wanted to tell you a story about the internet. So. Way back for not the last general election, but the one before that, there's a very, very big local Facebook site. It's massive. It's like 30,000 people on it. It's fucking huge for our local area. And because they didn't want the site clogged up with politics, they asked me, because I'm quite politically active, or at least I was back then, if I would make a kind of offshoot of the site with specifically to tackle to discussing the election and stuff like that, which I did. And it's been running, it's not massive. It's been running fairly successfully, kind of unmoderated, really. There are a couple of moderators, but we don't really need to do much. And I don't really go, I read it every now and again, and I comment occasionally, but I'm not really that active on it. Anyway, someone posted up an article this morning, and it's about a new facial recognition software that is being used by Co-op. There's shops in the UK. If you're not from the UK, you might know shops, but Co-op, Sports Direct, a number of others, Budgeons, and people like that. And essentially, what it does is it has a database of anyone who's ever been convicted for shoplifting in the UK, and it uses the facial recognition cameras to match with that database. So if someone comes in that's got a history of shoplifting, it immediately flags it up to security that they're in the store. Now, this person was suggesting that it was a blatant, disregard to our freedoms, and that the stores were going to use it to clone your ID and go and commit crimes in your name and get passports. And I literally questioned that thought, and I said, look, you're on a smartphone, you use a smart speaker, you do all these things, you've got cameras everywhere already. If that was that easy to do, then these people would already be doing that from the current methods available. All this is there to do is to prevent crime, and it's doing it proactively rather than retroactively. Anyway, she went off on a massive rant and then turned off commenting on the post. Now, I want to point out that nobody supported her view that it was bad. Well, one person said, look, it's bad, but the other 20, 30, 40 people, wherever it was, all said, look, it's not very good. So I turned the commenting back on, which I think was in my right to do, and I replied to her comment and said, number one, don't turn commenting off if you want a healthy debate just because it's not going your way. And then number two, I explained in detail why I thought she was wrong. And also I didn't explain why I thought she was wrong. I explained why I didn't think that it was necessarily a bad thing. Anyway, she's gone off on this massive rant and then left the Facebook group. Now, we're talking about someone who's regularly active on there, and there's a number of issues that we actually very much agree on. Things like how crap our local mayor is, and how devastatingly bad it is, and a tax on the poor, this ULEZ scheme is being rolled out. But I can't believe that a grown woman was so incensed by people not agreeing with her that she turned off commenting and then leave a Facebook group. But she left it. It wasn't like she left unannounced. She made a post to announce that she was leaving because of it. And it made me laugh that there are genuinely adults out there like that are so insecure that if people don't agree with them, they don't want to hear it. It's mental. I mean, we all hear opinions we don't like. Most of them come out of my mouth, to be fair. I'm sure a lot of the time I spit out opinions you're thinking, what is this idiot talking about? But I don't understand this need to run away from a healthy debate about something. But yeah, so that was my morning spent spending far too much time on a Facebook group that I do manage, but don't really. I probably interacted with it more today than I have in the last 6 months. I mean, genuinely, I handed it over to Arif and Michael to look after, and they've done a fantastic job, to be fair. But there we go. But then Michael is very up on that kind of thing. He works as he's a CAD engineer who works for Sky. He's brilliant man. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Did I leave myself enough time for a qualifying lap? Absolutely no, I didn't. Oh well. Anyway, moving swiftly on. There we go. That's how my morning was spent. Arguing with strangers on the internet. Yeah, there we have it. Right. Moving swiftly on. It is 11th again. That Clans Mlowski's in. Is the dickhead here? I'm hoping not. That monsoon's back. He's quick, to be fair, that monsoon. Very quick. I had that little ding-dong battle with him last time. He was a little bit crashy, but nothing significant. This is the guy I want to watch, because this is the guy that was getting in all those shenanigans. Oh, let me do this quick, because it's... No, it hasn't done it this time. Yeah, he was getting in all the shenanigans as well with that other guy last time out, and then shouting at him. So let's see, because he's still C-rated. There's still a lot of B-rated drivers. I genuinely think I'm in a lobby full of people that are going to try and kill me. Myself and Monsoon going to get murdered by some crazies. Okay, so if I survive, we'll see what I can do. But I've not really been able to do anything because it's just been carnage. No, it's different this time. Let's have it. Through the middle he goes. Don't. Accept you've lost the place. Fight for it later. Here we go. I'm quite happy to let people on the first level for a race do that. Others aren't. Others are a little bit more aggressive, but I just figure they're going to come a cropper driver. They're either that much faster than me, so they should probably just go anyway, or they're going to come a cropper at some point. Oh, there's him again. That's that fucking geezer. I forgot about him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So we've got that fucking Batman dickhead. Yeah, it is far too... It's carnage out there today, guys. Do not get involved in daily racing today. It's absolute fucking carnage. Okay, I'm going to pit at the end of this lap. I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm faster than at least 5 of these drivers, put it that way. Wow, just fucking wow is what... You can tell actually that this is the way these guys like to drive, because if you look at the lobbies yesterday, and I'm not condoning rage quitting, let me be clear about that, I'm not condoning rage quitting, because rage quitting is for fucking losers, right? It's for losers, simple as. You can't handle fucking losing, so yeah, rage quitting's for fucking losers, in the most part. No, there are very few occasions it's okay, right? But yeah, so we had people that were clean drivers, they're all S-rated for safety, and we had a bit of carnage in the lobby. You'd see 4 or 5 people rage quitting out and disappearing. Nobody's leaving. Nobody here is leaving, despite the fact it's like that. Which says to me, either that they're just people that just don't quit, like me, they don't believe in quitting, or, and this is more likely, that they think this is an acceptable way to behave. They accept that this is part of racing. Now, it could just simply be that I'm a little bit further down the order, and therefore, because of that, I encounter those. And, you know, I'd like to say, oh, it's because of poor driving. It's not poor driving. Most of this is deliberate acts. Some of it is bad decision making, you know, trying to make a move where there is a move should not be made. But the majority of it is deliberate acts of forcing somebody off the racetrack for no other reason than for their own amusement. Alright, so nobody, as far as I'm aware, of pit, and I've got a 15-second deficit to make up on the guy in front of me. So basically, I can treat these like some qualifying laps, can't I? And just have a little go, I suppose. Yeah, let's see. Let's put some quali laps in. I'm obviously not going to try anything crazy, but yeah, we will see what we will see. I forgot about that Batman dude. How quickly we forget when you get a lobby full of absolute spunk monkeys. Okay, let's have it, Andy. Bit slow. I need to be chucking out 35 at that point. She's not a blistering lap, to be fair. Although I have taken a shit ton of time out of Dawn Papa. Didn't gain anything from those guys in the pits, but I was so far back that it was going to be unlikely at this stage. That's better. Took loads out of this guy in a short space of time. You would have thought I would have caught him by now, but alas, no. I'm a bit concerned I'm still in 16th. I haven't caught anybody yet. I should get around a couple of them. One of them is that Klingman person. I haven't seen how much carnage they've caused yet, so if at all. And could it be that he was just battling so much with that other dude that his that I was collateral damaged a couple of times? I got smashed by him. I just want to point out that last lap was my fastest racing lap as yet. .33.8. I'm well happy with that. A bit late on the brakes there. Really early short shift in there. For another reason, I just wanted to see what would happen. Nothing really. It's had no real effect on the race at all. If I really change down quite aggressively, I can brake a bit later. That's really annoying. Unless you're warning me of imminent danger, i.e. there's somebody in my back seat with an axe, then there's absolutely no need to be beeping me on a racetrack. Well, on a road either, to be fair. Only a 34.6 last time out. It was quite a lot of time there. Wow. Do you know what that is, mate? That's fucking calm. You can't park that there. I knew it was coming. This is why I deliberately went did that to that line I did, because I knew, because I went a little bit deep into that left-hander, I was going to be a little bit out of shape for the right-hander. So I kind of waited there on the inside for him to do that, so he didn't fucking bars me off. Oh, I've cocked that out myself. Let's take the penalty, shall we? Oh, it's all gone wrong now, isn't it? Oh, that is a bitch of a track reset. Oh, that's not right. That is not right. Okay, the track reset, it fucking sucks, right? Fucking sucks. But a penalty as well. PD, you can go fuck yourself. That's worse than what any of these cunts would do. I found one as well. I found one at where was it? Red Bull Ring, right? Where so if you go wide in the last corner, or before the last corner, so before you turn in, if you go wide, and then you go wide again on exit, it resets you right back to before the pit entrance. That was absolute, you know, that almost makes me want to rage quit. That's fucking horrible, man. I'm not enjoying it today at all. I'm not having fun. I'm not having. I was having, look, when last night when I was last racing with the lads, I was having fun. I'm not having fun today. I put in my fastest fucking lap of the day, but I can't focus on the fucking race because I'm constantly thinking, oh, what's going to happen when I come across another fucking car. I'm not finishing last. I'm absolutely not, categorically not finishing fucking last. I don't care if I have to resort to the kind of stupidity that these wankers have put me under today. I'm not coming last. I'm not fucking coming last. But as for PD, you can go fuck yourself. Because some of your coding, do you know what? I was commenting yesterday about how beautiful the game was and that kind of thing. But some of your fucking coding, written by a fucking 4-year-old. I could go into my fucking son's bedroom now where he's working, right? From his fucking little hut in the garden in a fucking mid terrace fucking 3-bedroom house in a suburb of London, right? Nowhere special, you know, no fucking super education. We're not talking about a fucking genius here. And I bet he could code a better fucking penalty system than you. This YouTube channel is just going to end up, right, with just videos of me swearing at people on a regular basis. Lost all focus, all desire. The only thing I want to do is just not finish last. I don't like it. I don't like feeling like this. Right, moving swiftly on. Positions potentially ahead. We know what's going to happen. You come up towards that that geezer in the red car. He's going to try and ram me off the track because that's what he does. As does that one as well, apparently. Right, I've achieved my aim in not being last. I suppose the top 10's out of the question, isn't it? How do I do that? I don't know how I managed to do that. When people fuck up in front of me, it's like I want to mirror their absolute cock up. I didn't need to go wide there, but see you later. Shouldn't laugh at other people's misfortune. It's not been a great day for me either. Maybe that's why I can laugh at other people's misfortune. It's like, that's why it's alright. So one gay guy can call another gay guy a fag, but I can't. I was going to say because I'm not gay. I didn't think I'd have to clarify that. So if I see someone that's driving like an absolute tool, because I've been driving like a tool today, I can tell them. Okay, I've got to set myself a target. I did set myself a target to go to improve the qualified time. I haven't done that. I set myself a target to finish top half of some races. I didn't do that. I will say I did achieve 6th place in that last race, which was absolute nightmare. So that in itself isn't too bad. I suppose I could take those positives from that. Here, what I've put in my fastest ever race lap. How is he keeping on the road, man? Oh. Oh, I managed to avoid them two. I'm quite an angry man, aren't I? When you think about it. But also, I was saying, no, I'm not an angry man. I get angered very quickly, and then I calm down very quickly again. I'm quick to anger. I think that's the expression. Do you know what? It's stupid. I genuinely got a problem with stupidity, and that's even people that are stupid. And I know that some people have to be stupid. There's nothing you can do about it. It's as much a fact of life as death and taxes. Stupid people, but I can't stand them. Stupid people make me want my skin crawl. Stupid people and arrogance. Those two things make my fucking skin crawl and really wind me up. And yeah, I don't. But particularly stupidity. Stupidity with arrogance, well, that's just something else. Penultimate lap, I'm 12th place. I'm not going to improve on this. 23 seconds is the gap ahead. I made some mistakes, but I got put into this position in the first fucking place, to be fair. First it was that fucking Batman idiot. Or Twatman as he's now going to be referred to. So I can brake, if I change down really quickly, I can brake later. Maybe that's so, because I saw yesterday, someone did a crazy, he did a 31.2 I think it was, in race pace. And where he was braking was ridiculously late. But maybe that's how he's doing it, is he can get those gear changes down, and it's the gear, the engine braking that's making all the difference. A brief experiment to see if I can hold 4 through there, which you can't. Yeah, not been a great day today. Bearing in mind that when I sat down at 3 o'clock, I thought I'll do this till 6. Everyone's out. Nothing to do. Well, I've got stuff to do, I just don't want to do it. I'd rather be doing this. Did I pit? Yeah, I pit into that one, didn't I? Horrible feeling I was about to cross the line and pick up a penalty for not pitting. There we go, job done. Penalties, well, fucking hell, top 10. So all the Dolls gang didn't pit, neither did Rick DJ. Surprising, very surprising finish. I'd like to say I'm going to carry on, folks, but in all honesty, those 3 races have absolutely exhausted me. Absolutely exhausted me. It was... Yeah, my brain hurts. My brain hurts from the stupidity and the wank puffery that went on. So I'm going to save that replay to my library. I'm going to exit out of this. Do you know what I'm going to do first? Before I sign off, I'm going to watch my qualifying lap replay from, I think it was yesterday or the day before. It's in here, isn't it? Look at all the daily races there. Why is that the other way around? Oh, why are you doing them the other way around? Stop confusing me. It's that one there. let's have a look. You see what I did here. So I want to go another one out. Now pause this shit for a minute. Stop there. I just want car info, and I want to be in my normal view, which is that one. See, I thought that looked quite slow through there, and I think at that point I thought I was losing time. I can't see where I'm super quick through here. Must have been for the last corner or something. I did get on that power quite early there, which must have helped. I genuinely don't see anything there that really stands out, but I said the final corner with the exit wasn't bad, but no, nothing really stood out there. Anyway, yeah, we're done. I am going to go and lie under a fan in a darkened room and question why do we build castles in the sky, and why all those people felt the need to crash into everybody. Thank you for watching. If you did, chuck me a like or whatever.